Hi guys, welcome to Slow Sips. I'm your host Jack Manning, and today we're at Jay Green's Pub in Warson Woods to talk about two of my favorite drinks, whiskey and bourbon. Some of you may ask, Jack, aren't those the same drink? No. And today we'll be taking you through a crash course in whiskey and everything from terminology to judging particular taste. This is the first installment, so if you know absolutely nothing about whiskey, you've come to the right place. So what is whiskey? Whiskey is a fermented alcohol drink usually consisting of corn, wheat, or rye, and it's fermented in oak barrels. Now this is really important because the difference between whether it's made with wheat or whether it's made with rye determines what the taste of the whiskey is. And most whiskeys have some bit of corn in them. Now, a little lesson in the terminology. Maker's Mark is a bourbon. Now, all bourbons are whiskeys, but not all whiskeys are bourbons. The difference is, to be a bourbon, it literally has to be made in Kentucky. It has to be made with 51% corn. Now, that's different than most whiskeys, and that's what gives it its distinction. For example, Jameson is made with rye. Some of you may be asking, how do I choose a whiskey? Now, it's a very common question for most people. They haven't tried a lot of whiskeys. They've only drank beer or mostly vodka. So getting started is sometimes intimidating. I would suggest if you were just brand new to the world of whiskey, start off with something that's pretty common and affordable, like a Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. Now, like I said before, it's whiskey because it's made in Tennessee and not Kentucky. It's a really mellow. It's easy to mix with things like Coca-Cola or ginger ale, which is becoming more common. But it's an easy introductory whiskey, and it's clean and it doesn't have a horrible bite. Some people will probably be intimidated by something like Jameson whiskey. It's not that it's particularly bitter. It just it's very strong. You don't have to work hard for your buzz when you're drinking Jameson whiskey. If you're thinking maybe I like whiskey a lot, I'm looking for deeper flavor profiles. Well, definitely I would suggest something towards the Maker's Mark category. Maker's Mark is a small batch whiskey, even though it's pretty much wide. It's sold all around the country, so it's popular, mostly identifiable by the red tip, the paint dipped top. Every bottle of Maker's Mark is unique because it is placed into the can of paint and gets its unique paint line. Some things to know is that some whiskeys are more likely to be mixed with other soft drinks like Coke or ginger ale than others. Definitely Jack Daniel's, you've probably all about now heard the phrase Jack and Coke, so obviously it's a common drink, so it's mixes easier than something like we would say Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark's still good with Coke nonetheless, but it's a little bit more expensive. A lot of people like just to taste it on its own as itself. Has a full body, it's very tasty. Jameson, it's mixed, but usually if you ever had an Irish car bomb, you had some Jameson whiskey in there, so it's not the least likely to be mixed, but like again, it falls in the same category as the Maker's Mark. Most people like to drink it on the rocks or by itself. And lastly, you have Fireball, which I'll make a recommendation of something to try it with. We have rum chata, which if you mix rum chata and Fireball whiskey, it has a similar flavor of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and it's really addicting and really tasty. So definitely go out and try some of these and get your palate going, learn a little bit about whiskey and bourbon. So a little recap for you. This is whiskey because it's made in Tennessee and not Kentucky, so it's not bourbon. This is bourbon because it is made in Kentucky. What is whiskey made out of? Remember, we have corn, wheat, and rye. And some whiskeys are more apt to be mixed with other drinks than others. And usually that's can be just guided with price, guys. Just imagine, if you get a really nice bottle of whiskey, you're probably not going to want to mix it with Coke. Thank you for watching Slow Sips, guys. I want to offer you guys to come back here every Tuesday and watch this. We have a Twitter page and we have a Facebook page, so follow us on that. We'll send you the videos, and we're looking to get a club set up to try whiskeys, maybe recommend them, give them little ratings and scores, just to spread the word on what is becoming now one of the most popular drinks in America. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.